Welcome back to Falcon Update. It is an honor to have Morgan Zimmerman with us, the president of SAB, and she is the first interview guest of Yellow Breeches TV. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
That's great. I'm great. Yeah, just to answer your question. So can you answer this question? For anyone who may not know what SAB is, can you explain a little bit about what it is?
Yeah. So we're the Student Activities Board on campus. So we do a variety of events to expose students to pop culture and also just create community among students, give them something to do on campus outside of schoolwork. So yeah, a number of events of all types. Yeah.
So you keep everyone busy
on
campus?
That's the goal, yeah.
So as president, what does your position include?
So essentially my role is just to oversee all the other executives on the team. They're the ones who have specific planning roles for different events. And I'm kind of just the head person to point them in the right direction, just oversee their plans and help put those things into motion.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you explain what some of the other executives, what their roles are? And
yeah.
What they do?
So we have 11 other executive positions, anything from behind the scenes positions like marketing, graphic design, treasury kind of positions. And then we have specific roles like an executive who plans dances or someone in charge of lost films. Cultural engagement, excursions. So there's just specific roles that people have and just focus within that role on specific events. Yeah.
Awesome. So if, for example, if you want to do the marketing side of it, do you have to be a comm major, or do you just, can you do, can anyone fill the role?
Of course, having some sort of skill or just exposure to it ahead of time is great, but we have people in all different majors that don't at all correspond to their specific role in SAB. So it's definitely open to anyone who's just interested in that kind of position.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this year has obviously been a little funky.
Yeah.
But what has the process been like for SAB in planning activities?
It's definitely been stressful. I can't lie, but it's also been awesome because we have a lot of creativity in our role. So what we would do traditionally, some of those events maybe can't happen, and that gives us now the time to be creative and try things that we haven't done in past years. So that's been something super exciting. But also, yeah, it's just been challenging kind of process of trying things and realizing they're not possible. But like I said, there's definitely room for creativity this year, which has made the process a lot easier for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's just ability for everyone to use their talents in one place.
Right,
gotcha.
For sure.
So can you give us a little insight into what events are coming up that students can look forward to?
Yeah. So specifically this weekend, Friday and Saturday night at 8 p.m. we have Screen on the Green, which is our kind of version of Lost Films this semester. So we're showing Toy Story Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Those are going to be recurring weekly events for our students, and that's kind of a big blow-up screen on Bittner Beach, which would be super fun. We have a coffee house coming up on the 23rd, and then some other things are in the works, like our traditional Fall Fest event at the Union where you can carve pumpkins, just do kind of fall things. That's still happening in October. Yeah.
Awesome. I was just going to ask too, if a burning question, is Lost Films happening? But you answered that for me.
Yeah, and Screen on the Green is
Screen on the Green.
Yeah.
Okay, just so students can know. So do you have any suggestions for activities that students can do, while maintaining social distancing?
Yeah, I think just using the outdoors has been our biggest piece of advice right now, just because that allows for any type of distancing that you can't necessarily get indoors. But I think our goal is also to be pushing out on our social media, specifically our Instagram, weekly advice for what kind of events you can do throughout the week that aren't structured, but just what you and your friends can do for fun. So anything from just the classic hammocking, playing outdoor games. We still check out things like Can Jam and those kind of outdoor activities. You can still check those out in the Union. So those kind of activities is kind of just our go-to right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is kind of an off-topic question. I'm just curious. Was SAB the group that put the fire pits outside?
That was SGA kind of headed that.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
That wasn't us.
Just making sure, because I was like, that's so cool, but
yeah.
Got it. So if a student would like to get involved in SAB, where are you located, and how can they contact you?
Yeah, so Actually, we're located at the top of the Union. There's the desk to the right when you get at the top of the stairs. So our office is the first door on the right down that hallway. But actually, the students that sit at that desk, it's always an SAB member every night from 4 to midnight. So if you have specific questions, you can always go to that desk and ask one of our members. We also have Instagram. That's what we use pretty heavily. So definitely shoot DMs through Instagram, and also just email. You can just email sab@masai.edu for more info. Our official hiring begins kind of like the beginning of February. So there'll definitely be info for joining the team that way, but questions can always be directed to our email at any time.
Got it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Morgan,
Thanks
for
for
coming on
having
our
me.
show. Of course, anytime. That's all the time we have. Again, a big thank you to Morgan Zimmerman for coming on the show, and for Nolan Hogaboom, Brian Schermeyer, and our other fantastic reporters. I'm JC Seltzer. Have a great night.